North Carolina Democrats held a rally on Thursday on the first day of early voting. In the race for Senate, Democrat Cheri Beasley is facing off against Representative Ted Budd in the race to replace Senator Tom Tillis. Beasley lambasted her opponent, telling voters to not, quote, be fooled and not choose people who, quote, don't uphold the Constitution. Budd is currently polling ahead of Beasley, but the race could be close.
I am Cheri Beasley, the Democratic nominee for U.S. Senate. And I'll tell you, I am married to Curtis. We've been married for 29 years. We're the very proud parents of twin sons who are 21 years old. And what I know is that our family shares the same values as hard-working families here in North Carolina. Values around hard work and faith, integrity and justice. And the ability for us to work hard for our communities to keep them strong and vibrant, and making sure that those around us are doing well. It's important that we work hard in this election cycle to elect folks who truly believe in the power of coming together to stand for one North Carolina. There are a host of issues. I've been to all 100 of our beautiful counties across North Carolina. And everywhere I travel, folks want to know that the next senator is going to fight hard to lower costs. That she understands that people are feeling everything from pain to the pump to the price of prescription drugs and everything in between. That in the greatest country in the world, folks are having to make choices about whether to buy groceries or school supplies or high-priced medications. It just shouldn't be that way. I certainly understand that so many folks are working 2 or 3 jobs to take care of their families. That the climate crisis is real here in North Carolina. It is impacting our farmers, and it is impacting our health, it's impacting our economy. And I also know that folks want to know that the next senator is going to fight hard to protect our constitutionally protected rights. As we think of all of the many issues that are on the ballot this election cycle, all of them impact our families, and all of them impact our communities. Access to health care, affordable health care, impacts our families, and it is on the ballot. The climate crisis, from the sea, the coast, as the sea levels are rising, to the mountains, is on the ballot. Good paying jobs coming to North Carolina is on the ballot. Rights for workers, on the ballot. Abortion is on the ballot. And we've got good judges here in North Carolina. I think the world of Sam J. Ervin IV and Judge Lucy Inman and Carolyn Thompson and Darren Jackson. These are good folks we've got to keep on the ballot.
Yes!
And I'm not sure what happened with our U.S. Supreme Court. There could not have been forethought to women's health. There could not have been forethought for women who are sexually abused. And if they get their way and Congressman Ted Budd gets his way, women will be forced to carry these pregnancies to term. Women with ectopic pregnancies or septic uteruses or miscarriages that their bodies won't release will not be able to get the life-saving treatment that they need, which is an abortion, and women will die. And that is absolutely unacceptable. And anytime our freedoms are on the line, I will fight. And I will fight to make sure that Roe versus Wade is the law of the land. I hope we walk away this morning feeling empowered by our ability to come together and to vote, and to make elections work for our families and for our communities. Because we know that the fundamental freedom to pursue life, liberty, and happiness must be protected. And we are the protectors every time we exercise our right to vote. We must show up. And the people around us must know that they are empowered to choose the folks who offer ourselves to represent them. Don't be fooled. Do not choose folks who don't believe in the right to reproductive health, who don't uphold the Constitution, who have no respect for the rule of law, who don't care whether or not you can take care of your families or have good paying jobs, who don't care whether or not you have access to health care. We have a sense of empowerment to elect folks who understand the power of family and the power of our votes. And I know that last cycle we were told that the 2020 election was the most important election of our lifetimes. But if my late mother was here, who was granted the right to vote because of the Voting Rights Act, she would tell us that every election is the most important election of our lifetime. We can elect a senator who's going to fight hard for North Carolina, who will stand for justice, economic justice, and health justice, and climate change justice, and environmental justice. We can elect a senator who will stand for what's right, who will call out what's wrong, and who will lead courageously. We can elect a senator who will share our values, our shared values, and take them to the Senate. We can elect a senator who understands that these issues are not partisan. That if you don't have clean air, clean water, it doesn't matter whether you're Democrat, Republican, or Independent. If it's someone you love who cannot afford their prescription drugs and they're missing doses and splitting pills, it doesn't matter whether you're Democrat, Republican, or Independent. I'm running for all of North Carolina, and together we're going to stand for what's right. We're going to call out what's wrong. Together we're going to lead courageously. We're going to win this Senate seat for North Carolina. It is my pleasure to introduce to you and present to you a valiant fighter for the struggle of justice for North Carolina, Congresswoman Deborah Ross.